Hi, this is a different type of video than I would usually record or even post on my channel. Usually it's clips of things I did from my stream or games that I have played with my siblings or friends, but this time it's different. Well, I didn't come up with this randomly. My family really wanted me to genuinely cook the donuts, so, you know, it was it wasn't a choice. I got my brother to record me doing the cooking, and I think it's a really funny video. The only problem is that throughout the video you might see lighting change a lot. I didn't really get a choice in that. Our kitchen's a bit of a weird shape. At some points it might be absolutely abysmal, and at some other points it might be better. I still hope you enjoy it, and the lighting does get better later on, but apart from that, please, if you really like this video after you watch it, give it a like, comment, you know, let me know if this is the type of videos you want to see more of or less of. I don't really mind. Onto the video, I guess. Welcome. As you can see, we're in my kitchen today. I was asked by my family to make donuts. I make some pretty mean donuts, do you agree, cameraman? And I've got everything set out, so I was like, I might as well film a video to show off my skills, my culinary skills, and maybe show you the process. Show the ingredients. I said, show the ingredients. So as you can see, this is my book, because I can't remember anything. We got the sugar, got the milk. This is cameraman's cup, by the way. Mug of positivity. Right, we got the spoon, and we've got the yeast to mix this all up. This is going to be the first thing we do, right? This is the flour. And I haven't prepared the flour yet because I wanted to show you the measurements and how I measure things. Softened butter. Make sure it's softened, because that is surprisingly going to come in last. We're going to start off with warming the milk, because if you don't warm the milk, let's just say yeast is baby. If baby get cold milk, he get cold and probably die. Wait, that does not make sense. Let me reiterate that. Yeast is a live thing. Yeast is a bacteria. So it needs to feed. If it gets sugar, it's just its food. But if it gets too cold, it'll pretty much die. So we need to warm this up, but not hot, because it will also die. Just imagine you're putting it in a cozy home and not a burning building, right? Oh, Jesus. 30 seconds is too much, in my opinion. Actually, maybe not. We're gonna let it go for 30 seconds. Wash your hands. I'm gonna use dish soap because I don't have anything else right now. But it's washing my hands. If anything, it's killing my hands. So it's good enough. It's good enough. Make sure to do all the techniques you learn at school. Between the fingers and get the milk out.
30 seconds.
Yeah, no, I think it'll be fine because it came out the fridge. Normally people wouldn't do this, but I need to check the heat. That is too hot. We'll let it cool down.
We can reset if you want.
No, we're not resetting. You don't dare stop recording, I swear to God.
Okay.
I got this right here. We'll put the sugar in. Sugar in. And you gotta mix that in. Because right now, the heat doesn't matter with the sugar because it's not the actual yeast itself.
We can pour the milk in again and re-microwave
No.
it. You can cut this part
We are
out.
not lying to them.
Oh, damn it.
Flip you, man. Our milk has cooled down. Now we've got to actually put in a very specific amount for some reason. 1¼ teaspoon. Stop. 1. I think that was more than 1. We'll just. Okay, there you go. That's gonna be enough. And then we mix. Right, show the mixing. Show the mixing. And then now, guess what? We let it wait. We're gonna put right here near our stand mixer. And now the next thing is the flour, right? So I'm going to show you how I do this. My mother, who, no, she's not dead. I'm not trying to say that. But my mum bought this, and I think it's pretty cool. But what? What? Oh, calm your garden, man. Right. Actually, I feel quite thirsty. Oh wait, I mean I prefer plastic, but you know what. Okay, right. 300 grams of plain flour. We're gonna put that in with spoons. Just gonna keep whacking that in there till it reaches 300. Don't get this confused with an exciting night. I will tell you that much. Oh wait, we put too much. Oh, you're kidding. Right, wait. Perfect. Right, and then put that in the bowl. Whack that in right there. Put that back on. We're gonna pre-measure the butter because butter doesn't go next. But since the bowl is free now, might as well measure it up. Oh no! No! Are you flipping kidding me? Oh no! I am on it. There you go. Oh, that somehow fixed the problem. Okay, right. Now we're gonna take our egg, which does not look like an egg, and we're gonna put it in there. It's actually meant to be a bit warmer. If I put in an egg that is completely cold into there, the yeast is gonna just deactivate again, right? It's all to do with science. And then we're gonna crack that open. My cracking skills are immaculate. I'll tell you that much. Oh, I've got some shell in there. No! No! No, I actually didn't get any in there. I was just lying.
We'll cut that part out.
Cut anything out, okay?
Oh, sorry.
We should check on the yeast. Ooh, and there you go, come back in the light. It has started to activate. And this is a good sign because that means we can now put it in the mixture. It looks kind of gross, but we ignore that. Pour that in. Right, some of it's going to be on the side, make sure to. And then we just mix. Did I not turn it on? Shut up. Oh, and also don't make sure to not do it too quick because you can have a little bit of explosion if you do it too quick. And then if you film in there, as you can see, it's kind of mixing up, and eventually it'll grab the flour from the sides, and it will turn into a dough. Oh, no, show now. Right, you see, all the flours come up, and now it's becoming a beautiful dough. And now, we can finally crack it up. Touch me again. Touch that, not me. It needs to be that. It needs to be beaten. How would you say it? It needs. What I was meant to say was it needs to be beaten hard. Does that make sense? No. Say it. Tell me.
Beaten.
Oh, it needs to be beaten so it can get more air in it, so it rises.
Actually, wait, it is beat, isn't it?
Oh, shut up. I swear to God, man. Right. I'm keeping this here now. I'm keeping this here. As you can see, after I beat it, it's now this beautiful dough. If I pull it out, this looks like a little, like not a lot, but trust me, it is quite a lot because it's gonna rise, and this is where the butter comes in. When we whack this in, the butter is gonna soften it up completely, and it's gonna look, how do I put it? It's gonna look smooth. It's gonna look, I'm not English, leave me alone. But we're gonna whack the butter in. I like to just put it on. And then now it should mix. Listen to that. Listen. So slushy. That sounds like my parents at night. No, I'm kidding. I can't put that in. I can't. I'll put it in. It looks really gross. It's gonna separate, but then eventually I'm gonna turn it up again. It's gonna go so fast that it's just gonna pick itself up and it's gonna make a really nice thing. No. Look how it's separated completely. Eventually it's gonna start coming back together. So it's doing it right now. And then look, it's gonna start coming back together. There you go. Oh wait, it's quite sticky right now. I'll just take it out. But the more we beat it, the smoother it's gonna get. Smooth! Did I say smooth before? So we're just gonna carry on beating. I think I'm gonna add just the tiniest bit more flour, just to make sure it's not too moist. Don't, swear to God, man. Stop touching stuff! Now, you get the smooth looking dough. You see that? Like if I do this, smooth.
Like a saggy boob.
So, stop! Damn it, you might be right. Anyways, so as you can see, it looks really nice and smooth. So now, you whack that in there. Wait, get a good shot of that on me. Oh God.
Wait a minute, try.
You need to whack it in there. Anyways, there you go. Right, we need to actually put it in the oven on the like lowest heat, maybe like 50. And we're gonna let it rise for 30 minutes. You're gonna take a clean towel and you're gonna put it over. It's not touching the food, so it's fine. Then you need maybe some pressure on the top, so you can, I use a big plate and I put it right there. And then we've got to make some space in there. Anyways, we're back. It's been about 30 minutes and now we've got to take it out. This is the only time you need to use the oven. And can you shut the hell up? Anyways, I forgot to... Okay, whatever, leave her alone. Right, I forgot to mention that you don't actually have to put this in the oven. What's wrong? What's wrong? Do you have a problem? Do you want to tell the camera? Yes? Sit. There you go, thank you. Now, tell us your problems. Just, oh, come on, tell me your problem, man. Usually it's about feeding time right now, so I might go feed her, and then we can carry on. We're so having a sticky situation. Okay. We might have a very angry cat for the rest of the video, so hopefully that's not the case. This, in theory, should be risen. Okay, I've got a little helper now, so this might actually be easier. If you touch it's very hot, cameraman, just you can touch this, I'll allow you. Oh. Right, ready? See? It's risen a little bit, right? It doesn't look like too much, because obviously it wasn't like that much of an amount. But look, if I do this, we need a better light. Come over here. Oh! Sorry, it's very hot. So if I do this, as you can see, it's now losing air. And if I pull it away like this, you can see all the air bubbles. And if I do this, it looks very bouncy. Very hot. Oh no! Right, actually this doesn't matter because we're gonna like clean up anyways. And you might see that my setup has changed. Ah! You better shut your mouth right now. No, actually, genuinely sure. God's sake! Right, okay. So, my setup has changed. As I was saying earlier, silicone mat. This is quite sticky. We're going to be rolling our dough and cutting our dough on this silicone mat. And if you come over here, we've got a paper towel where we're going to put the donuts on. And then we have our wok. Wait, I'll turn on the light. It looks pretty gross under there, so don't look under there. But we've got the wok. Now you might be wondering, why the hell a wok for donuts? You're not making ramen. Wait, they don't make ramen in woks. Like, why are you using a wok? You're not cooking fried rice. It's just simply because we don't have enough space anywhere else. The wok is so big, you can cook more donuts. We do actually have in the cupboard a fryer, but it's really small and you can only use it for like fries. But yes, we're gonna use the wok. We're gonna turn off the light. Is the lighting better right now or no?
Not really.
Okay, we'll just do that then. So, I need a roller. Oh, well then. Jesus came. I was gonna use a silicone rolling pin because it doesn't stick, But since I can't find that, we're gonna use flour on the rolling pin and on the silicone mat. Like, yes, silicone mat is meant for like not sticking and blah blah blah, but I still like that extra like. Don't question it. That's too much. Oh, okay. Wait. I'm having a mental breakdown. It's not hot anymore, don't worry. So we're gonna whack that. Oh, come here. Look, you can see all the bubbles now that I've stretched it. It's like a what? It's pretty pliable. It won't stick to your hands anymore, so you can easily like take out the bowl. Put that close. Put the mic close so we can get some farting ASMR. You don't take example from me, because actually in all out of pounders there a lot are also become very hard. Just like biology. No, don't say that. Actually, it doesn't feel too sticky, so I might even be able to, yeah, roll it out with the rolling pin. We want the dough to be about 1/2 centimeter thickness, because we're gonna let it rise again for like a few minutes before we start cooking. There you go. Oh Jesus. Excuse me. No, just gonna keep rolling. And if it's like difficult to roll, just that's what I call the praying mantis. No, anyways.
How is that mantis?
Because look. The eyes. What? Now we're gonna take the big cup that I've washed. This had the yeast in it originally. Try and get like the biggest one, or what you imagine what your donut sizes want to be. What? What I was meant to say. Pick a cup of which you want your donut size to be. I want our donuts to be pretty big, so I'm gonna use the biggest cup. He's dying. What I was meant to say was, because I don't have any fancy donut cutters, and I don't think you do as well. And I don't think you're even following this tutorial, because guess what? It's trash. I don't think I even know the measurements. Anyway. You press and you twist a little bit. Boom. And now, it's a very good sign if there's like, well, you can't really see on the camera, but there's like a line here. You can see this line where it's cut. Yeah? That is where the donut's gonna rise. Which is why it's important to not twist too much, because if you close up the line, it's gonna prevent the donut from rising, which is bad. So, I'm actually gonna whack this over here. Come here and show me. I'll whack this over here, and then as I'm getting more donuts, I'll obviously put them all along. Just also remember that picking this, you need to consider the fact that that's probably gonna double in size. Because as soon as it touches the hot oil, it's gonna expand a lot. I also like picking cups which have a much more sharper edge than this, because, you know, it's just easier to cut, and like it prevents from making that line smudged or disappear. And it's just gonna keep doing that. And then when this has filled out with holes, which I'm going to show you in a minute, I know what you're thinking. It's like, where the flip is a hole? I'm going to show you in a minute. That's what men think anyways. So I'm going to show you should mix this a little bit before rolling again. But this is where the rolling will start getting difficult, because now that you've rolled it, the bubbles started popping like you heard earlier, and the air started escaping, which means now it's going to be a lot more harder to roll, because the air was the thing that was making it so stretchy and soft. Like already, it's a lot more tougher. It doesn't change the donut's taste. At the end of the day, we're gonna let it rise again. But you also have to remember that there's gonna be a lot of mini donuts. Well, I should mention, maybe I should show the donut cutting now. I like to use a lid of a random bottle. Make sure you wash the lid though. You wash the lid, and then boom. Oh, okay, there you go. Oh, they're gonna kind of stick to the paper. Wait, no. Okay, it's fine, guys, it's fine.
What happened?
Don't question me. All right. Maybe I shouldn't have it on the paper. Another reason why I have the paper is so after I cook it in the oil, I put it on here and then it soaks up the oil, you know what I mean? So it's like, we're not gonna use this. Oh, I love eating paper. We're gonna put this on here, and then I'm gonna cut the holes there. And then if it like, you can just pop it out, or like make sure you cut it more. Yeah. I'll make sure to make it a bit nicer. You have two options with these little holes. Number one option is to actually cook these and have little dough balls, because they're really nice, and my mum actually loves dough balls. Or there's a second option. You take those, whack it back in there, and make it into a bigger donut. Eventually you're gonna have to have donut balls, but if you want less donut balls, put it back in there. If you want more donut balls, then just keep it to the side. By the way, I cleaned all of this before I started recording, so all of the surfaces are clean. Just thought I'd mention that. The holes don't look perfect, that's okay. Okay.
Perfect.
Stop. You're so annoying. Where is my hand? I swear, man. Hey, don't run! So... 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 10 easy. I think we can do 10 easy. Okay, I just got news that our parents are coming back home, and it's not that we're not allowed to record videos, it's just very awkward. So we're gonna speed this up. I've already cut out all the donuts, and as I predicted, there is 10. And I was like, why not just fry this and see what the hell happens? Because I kind of want to see. You're gonna need a lot of oil. I want quickness, because oh, the belt is coming home. Right.
She's not wrong about that.
And by the way, we're not wasting the oil. We're gonna use this in other places as well. This should be about enough. And then, oh, we gotta move it. By the way, if you're gonna judge this, my mum was making the most amazing jam the other day, and it overflowed. So, if you're gonna judge this, you're judging my mum's cooking. And don't do that, because I'll come for you. You're gonna turn that on, and then maximum heat to heat up the oil, because we don't have time. And as you can see, I decided to leave the dough balls, because I like dough balls. And also, it's a very good way of testing if your oil is ready for the big ones. Oh, and before I forget, you need something to flip the oil with. Conveniently, I actually cleaned. I just nearly pinched my own face. This has still some water in it. Make sure they're completely dry. Because if any water gets in that oil, you can pretty much say I'm fried and dead. So I'm just gonna whack one in. And then when it starts to rise and bubble, I definitely put in way too early. That one might be disgusting. But as soon as it rises and it starts bubbling, it's gonna be good. And we're gonna whack the rest of these in. And only then we'll whack the biggies. Anyway, sorry. It gets a bit sweaty in this mask.
Why do you wear it?
My cameraman's gone real quick because we obviously had a visitor, but I just wanted to show you how it looks. So now I've put all the dough balls in and they're starting to rise and turn, and you know, because the oil's hot, and I'm gonna start cooking them. So yeah. I might not look the best right now because our parents are literally coming in like a few minutes. As you can see, it's cooking, and now I'm gonna start taking them out. Yes, it's a bit raw on one side. Obviously fix the ones which are a bit raw. Shake it off, because you can genuinely burn yourself. These are gonna get burnt if I keep them in any longer, so I'm gonna take them out. Even if it's like a bit white, it's definitely cooked. I'm gonna put in this monstrosity, and I wanna see what happens. Ooh, it kinda looks like honeycomb. Also, the oil is very hot. I went from maximum, and I changed it to medium. As soon as it gets hot, you want to change it to medium heat, because it's going to start cooking extremely quickly. So you're going to want to put it to halfway. As you can see, this is almost actually finished cooking in the very short period of time that I have been talking. There you go. That looks beautiful. And now we're actually going to cook the actual donuts themselves. I like to put in 3 to 4 at a time, depending on how much space I've got. Look at the size now. It's changed a lot in size. They're looking pretty good. And as you can see, you know the line I was talking about earlier? You can see it riz from the line. There, finished. Not down there, right? Look how nice they look. This one might be a little overcooked, but it's okay. I'm interested to try this one. Actually, I can just blur it. I'm gonna blur it. Oh wait, I already tried one. Wait, we're gonna cut it and pretend I didn't try it. I don't have time. I don't even have time to record the bit. Okay, back. Taste test. Genuinely try this. Tastes good. Wipe that back on.
Yeah, it's good.
There you go. Are you lying to me?
No, for real.
Like, you see what I mean by the sharpness. Because I twisted the cup so much when cutting it, it created these cuts in the donut. So if you don't want that, make sure to use like either like a really big cookie cutter or a sharper cup. This is our last batch. Last batch. Let it cook a bit. And we're gonna make the icing as well. I'm just eating all the small dough balls. Those are meant to be for mum. We're gonna have 2 each of these because there's 5 of us. There's 10 donuts, 2 each. Pretty much. Obviously, if you want more donuts, you can double the recipe, you know, half. If you want less, you can turn off the heat now. Oh, I forgot to turn on this. If the fire alarm starts going off, you know why. Like this, that's bad. Don't do that. Always have it downwards. Otherwise, your hands are gonna be fish fingers. Icing time. I'm gonna say, oh, maybe it's better. What's better?
On.
On?
Yeah.
You need powdered sugar, you need milk, and that's pretty much it. I don't do too like fancy on the icing because we're poor and no, we're a foreign family and we like saving money, so we don't have time for I don't know what people use for icing. We just have powdered sugar and milk. While we're making the powdered sugar, I like to make it after the donuts because we let these cool down. If you're gonna put the icing straight away on hot donuts, it will melt the icing and you pretty much won't have any icing on your donut. So we're gonna need a bowl, preferably a wider bowl so you've got like more spreadage area because you're gonna take the donut and you're gonna like that. And you do this quick. Open this side. Wow. These in. There you go. Use something to mash it up. No, I won't use that hand. I'll use a little spoon. Just the tiniest bit of milk. Mixy. Obviously I didn't put in enough milk, so I'm gonna put in more. Quick. I wonder what this looks like. No. Right, it could be waterier, but I kind of like it this thickness where it's like just barely able to draw. You know what I mean? Okay, then we're gonna take this bad boy because this is our taste tester, and this will be pretty much the only thing I can record. Dip. Show my face because I'm gonna. My parents came in seconds after that clip, so I didn't do an outro, but here it is. This is how the donuts ended up looking. They don't look the greatest, only because the icing ended up melting because we had to put on too early anyways. But apart from that, I think they tasted amazing. So the conclusion at the end of the day, I think it was a great success. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, I don't know, watch it again. Outro.